What's up, guys? I'm gonna give you a story explaining to you how looking sharp and staying sharp can actually save your day. Would you believe me if I told you I once preached in a matatu? That's what I thought initially before this day happened. So it happens like this. Uh, my boss usually gave me a ride to the office every other day when I was punctual with time. So this day I don't know what happened, but I probably overslept or overthunk, or I was too confident because we were receiving some nice cash. There's some money, some business we had made, and there was some money coming in. So because I was going to some offices and do some rounds marketing, I had my suit on, finished with the tie, had a fresh haircut, shinier than this, and my shoes for sure, shiny. So when I was coming out of the house, I only had 100 shillings. When I got to town, I was only remaining with 20 shillings. So I did my chores, went to the offices that I needed to go to, and I was done by 11. And because I was done and I didn't have cash, it was better to know that going home would be easier. So I excused myself from the office, and as I was walking to the smoking zone to see if I know anybody who could give me some money, I called my boss. Hey, I'm already finished with everything, so maybe when you're done, you'll find me at the office. We could go home together. This day he came. He told me that he had a bit of errands to run and couldn't make it back. He had already left the office, so I was alone. So me and my 20 shillings to Givenchy, and for sure wearing a suit. Only smoking a King's, Embassy King's. So went to the guy, gave him my 20 shillings, took my cigarette, and as I packed it up, I was looking around to see, do I know anybody here? So I had 15 minutes before the cigarette was out, and it was out, and I did not know anybody. I couldn't hang around. I was in a suit, remember, so hanging around was not part and parcel of my whole. So I started thinking, I'm wondering, should I call my friends and who can send me money instantly, and who's not going to laugh at me when they meet me? And I was just like, no, I ain't calling nobody. I'm going to go to the taxi to the matatu rank, and I know I'll know my way around there. I'll know how to go about it. So I went back to the office. I had an A4 folder, so with the documents and files for everything. So took my folder, went to the tax rank, very confident, and went to the corner where they just take off because they're already full. Yeah, railways, the corner, like they're taking off. So when I'm there, I'm looking at the conductors, and I'm noticing their faces have a lot of dents and scratches. They've been fighting. People are not paying, and some of the shirts have been ripped. You see, when it's ripped and then it's sewn back, most of them had that thing. So I was just like, shit, how do I convince these guys that it was a bad day at the office today for me, and I didn't have cash, and they wouldn't want to reprimand me, probably hit me or kick me or tear my only suit? So I was like, oi, today I'm going to preach to them, because nobody knows me, and I hope nobody knew me inside the matatu. So one goes by, I'm just like, not this one, not this one. So the time is going and I'm also getting tired. It's like I need to do this now or never. So I hop into one. For sure, this guy had all the red flags. Shirt was probably sewn. You could see that probably somebody manhandled them, and his face was definitely scarred enough to confirm that he was not going down without a fight. So my cue was to be the pastor and make sure that he believes me. So as soon as the matatu took off and you could feel it, before he started asking for cash, I was like, boss, and the volume kidogo because and the people need to hear the good word of the Lord, because I was holding my phone on this side and I was like, boss, the volume? I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, yes. So as soon as he started collecting the cash, I was just like, can I hear an amen? Say hi to your neighbor. Greet them. Probably you're going to be needy and desperate. Maybe something happens to you and they're the only people who are next to you. Maybe they live next to you and you've never even said hi. So give a high five, say hi to your neighbor. So before long, the conductor man had completed taking the fare, collecting the fare, and he was back, and I was just like, my sermon is complete and I can get home safely for sure. As a pastor, you know, in Kenya they never pay for transport, and I'm just like, oh, hooray for me. Me and my suit, looking good. You know, I had a lot of things that would have gone wrong for me. Either I would have gotten manhandled and thrown out, or thrown out before getting to my destination, or been taken past my destination and I had to walk or find another another way. It was just like preaching had to work, and because I was looking good, they took my word for it, and nobody ever thought about it because I was dropped as the only as the I was the only person alighting at that particular stage, and chances for that happening if you've not paid are very low. So this is how looking good saved my day. It would have been a bad day, but I remember it as a good day because I stepped out of my comfort zone and conquered. Thanks, guys.